Welcome, incoming freshmen. This is Sichuan's summer health class. Based on our experience, your first year at Stuyvesant High School may be frightening and even stressful. It may cause permanent damage to your mental and physical health. So today we'll be providing you with 10 crucial facts to lead a healthy lifestyle throughout your high school career. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on this video. Number 1. Avoid reliance on caffeine. Adolescents aged 12 to 18 should cap daily caffeine intake at 100 milligrams. According to health blog Michigan Health, a 2014 study found that roughly 73% of kids consume caffeine each day. Number 2. Eat well around the meals. Don't skip breakfast and stop treating a bag of chips as lunch. According to Science Daily, it found that 39% of students reported eating breakfast fewer than 3 days in a typical school week. The findings were consistent with national data that showed nationwide 48.5% of adolescents skip breakfast at least once a week.
Number 3. Set a time where you set aside devices and games focused solely on schoolwork. More than half of teens, 54%, say they spend too much time on their cell phones, and 41% say they overdo it on social media. According to Common Sense Media, teens spend an average of 9 hours a day online, compared to about 6 hours for those aged 8 to 12, and 50 minutes for kids between 0 and 8. By forcing yourself to finish your work at a given time, you prevent yourself from procrastination and overload. By preventing work overload, your health generally becomes better. Number 4. Setting priorities. No one is more important, health over homework. Children and adolescents who do not get enough sleep have a higher risk of obesity, diabetes, injuries, poor mental health, and problems with attention and behavior. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, we should be getting on average 8 to 10 hours of sleep a day, and this can be done if we follow tip 3, and prioritize work and sleep above entertainment instead of putting off work until the last minute.
Number 5. Distract yourself from school and find some time for yourself. Engage in hobbies, possibly video games, and work out. Video games are enormously popular in the United States, with 164 million people, or 65% of adults, playing regularly, according to a study released on Thursday by phys.org. Number 6. Avoid drugs. According to teen.smokefree.gov, most teens who use tobacco will get hooked. 3 out of 4 teens who smoke cigarettes in high school will still be smoking as adults. Number 7. Try to do yoga, tai chi, or some other workout. The CDC recommends adolescents should spend at least 60 minutes exercising every day, but more than 90% of students studied did not get that much exercise.
Number 8. Turn off notifications and strive for balance between being online and being offline. A study done by the Child Mind Institute in 2017 has found a correlation between social media usage and depression. Teenagers and young adults who use social media regularly were found to have a 13 to 66% higher rate of reported depression than those who use social media less. Between 2010 and 2015, the same study found that visits to the guidance counselor for depression and anxiety went up by 30%, and in 2015, about 92% of teens had a smartphone and access to social media. Spending more time on the gram means less time doing physical activities and gaining a sense of accomplishment. Another thing disrupted by social media is the process of doing homework and other tasks that require concentration. 60% of adolescents are looking at their phone in the last hour before sleep, and the study shows these people get an hour less of sleep on average than their peers who don't use their phones before bed. One of the most common contributors to depression in teenagers is sleep deprivation, which is caused and made worse by social media. Another detriment to social media is PSI and FOMO. PSI is perceived social isolation and FOMO is fear of missing out. The fear of being left out creates a mentality where you must react to every single post on Facebook or snap a picture every hour, or you will be abandoned by your friends. Number 9. Try to interact with others to create more healthy relationships. The Harvard's Women Health Watch report that satisfying relationships with family, friends, and general community can improve health, make you happier, and allow you to live longer. They also report that social inactivity can undermine the immune system, increase the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and encourage bad habits such as smoking and drinking. Dr. Sapala of the Stanford Center for Compassion and Research and Education says social connectedness generates a positive feedback loop of social, emotional, and physical well-being.
Number 10. Don't suffer from peer pressure. Do what you want to do. Teens often feel internal pressure to do things that they think their peers are doing, such as drug use. As a matter of fact, research shows that 71% of teens have tried alcohol by the end of high school, and close to 31% of students reported having ever smoked a cigarette. Avoiding drugs may sound obvious and all, but many people still fall victim to it. By avoiding drugs, you not only help yourself, but you also positively influence others around you.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you can get healthier by following these tips. Here's an example of someone who has followed our advice and has improved their mental and physical well-being. You can even see they grew their hair back.